We're here. We're on the air.
Oh my God. Hey everyone, Jon Lopez here, and I am excited to be here with y'all. This is going to be an amazing, mega, super awesome, triple awesome, quadruple. There's so many awesomes that the infinite value you're going to get from tonight's performance is going to be amazing. Now, some of you might not know who I am. Now, my name is Jon Lopez, and I'm an influencer, self-made internet millionaire, and I have an amazing friend whose name is Michael DeWitt. Now, Michael was a mentor of mine, and he revealed to me the power of eBay Power Selling 101, along with the amazing, his future protege, one might say a future Jon Lopez, the amazing Tom Parrott. Tom, how you doing?
Well, John, I'm doing pretty swell, man. I do want to send Michael the best wishes. He does have some family things to take care of for a little bit, but we are happy to have you pop out of your digital realm into a different kind of digital realm here today. And it's such a pleasure to see the actual inside of your house for once. I always just see your garage with your fancy cars, but now I see your indoors with your fancy posters.
Yes. Now, some of you might know I have a lot of cars out there. Now, you don't know who I am. My name is Jon Lopez. You may know my cousin Ty Lopez. Now, my cousin Ty Lopez has a garage filled with cars and books. Now, Ty is going to tell you, hey, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to read a book every day. And I tell him, you're wrong. You got to read one book every day for the rest of your life. And that book is Red, My Uncensored Life in Rock by Sammy Hagar. In here is the truth of the universe. The secrets will be revealed to you of how to succeed, of how to be a badass rock star. Because inside of you is success, but if you don't have the key to open the door to success, how are you going to be successful? I will teach you that in my breakthrough, groundbreaking, mega awesome course, the 69 Steps of Jon Lopez. Now, Tom, when are we going to get you in the 69 steps?
Well, I mean, now seems like a great time as any. I got nothing but time to kill, my friend.
Well, Tom, what if I told you that tonight I've gathered my mega awesome network of super influencers? These aren't just your regular influencers, these are super influencers. Some of the most successful people I have encountered in my journey. And what if I told you that I was going to put them in teams and have them battle out for internet marketing supremacy? What do you say about that, Tom?
Well, that sounds like a lot of words that I would love to learn more about. Marketing, supremacy, internet, influencer friends. I like the sound of all of these things. So bring it on, buckaroo.
Now you got it. Now, everyone, if you go to internetmarketingsupremacy.com, you will see a picture of my face. And if you click on the link, I will send you $1 and my free ebook. So please go to internetmarketingsupremacy.com to get that valuable offer and the truth that is inside. Well, everyone, the moment has come. I want to introduce to all of you some of my amazing, super happy, wonderful friends. Friends, contacts, network people. So the first team, this is a team of just amazing influencers. This is Master Blaster. Introducing first, security guard to the stars, Juan Javier.
Hello. Juan Javier, security guard to the stars, to the likes of Will Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
Now, everyone, this man has guarded everyone from Will Smith to Shaquille O'Neal and more. So you want to make sure that you work with him. He is probably the world's best bodyguard. Next up, another amazing influencer, someone who has all the answers in here, and she gives them out through here. Please give it up for Trisha.
Hello, John. How are you?
I'm doing good, Trisha. How are you? How's the influencing?
Influence is great. I gotta give all my tips to the mommies and all the puppies, and I think I've changed their life for the better.
And you have. I've witnessed her work in action. Now, finally, we need someone to balance out our physical health. Please give it up for non-licensed medical guru, Geronimo Clay.
That's it, Ted. Just get 1 second. Just remember to breathe through that, okay? All right. Just breathe.
Oh.
Got it right. Hello, everybody. Geronimo Clay here. Just reminding you to breathe through whatever stress you're experiencing. Self-care is the way to go. Self-care. Thank you, Jon Lopez, for having me. I'm just here to remind everybody that self-care is of the utmost importance, and the only way to really do the self-care piece is to breathe through whatever stress you're experiencing.
Thank you so much, Geronimo Clay.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Geronimo, I will say I am happy to hear an unlicensed medical professional. I can't trust those licensed ones anymore. Clearly, they got something going on that you have the special sauce.
You know, Tom, science is a thing of the past. Science is a thing of the past. Thank God for Trump. He really helped us with that. Threw science out the window. We're in solid shape these days. Paved the way for me to do what I'm doing now, chatting with you all as an influencer and spreading the good word. You know, self-care is the way to go.
Well, so we have this amazing group here, y'all. They are probably some of the best influencers who have walked planet Earth. Now, I want to get up for our next group. Now, this next group, they are amazing in their own right. Whereas these people are very intelligent. These people are also intelligent. So who is going to win this battle? Please give it up for team number 2, Team Thick Thighs.
Yay.
And introducing first from Team Thick Thighs, Frank, I'm a valet.
Hi, how you doing? I will park your car for you.
Is that your last name? I'm a valet, or are you just a valet? Did you just kind of stumble into that lifestyle?
I don't have a last name, nope, but I'm just a valet. That's it.
Well, Frank is probably one of the world's most powerful valets. Frank, where is the most exclusive place you have ever valeted a car?
Oh, I would say in the middle of the 405, just smack in the middle.
Wow, and you walked away with your life.
Just walk straight down the 405 in the middle lane. No
wow.
problem.
That's why Frank is the world's best valet to ever walk the earth. Now, this next one, a dear, dear personal friend of mine who I've known for a very long time. We actually met at a very special place. I won't spoil where, but please give it up for my wonderful, personal, bestest of best friends, Aisha Ray Light. Aisha, please coming out.
Hi, John. Hi, everyone. I am so deeply, deeply honored to be here. Thank you for sharing your light with me.
Thank you for sharing your light with me, because when our lights combine, they shine even brighter.
Isn't it the truth? Isn't it the truth?
Now, would you mind telling everyone how we met?
Oh, I love that story. I met John back in 1986, I believe it was. Van Halen, their 5150 tour. Back then, my name was Cassandra, and I had a few monkeys on my back, but I've grown, and I found the light, and I found my essential oils, and life is just a beautiful spring breeze nowadays.
Is that the essential oil flavor you're taking whiffs of there, Spring Breeze, or you got a different one?
You know, this is lavender. It helps with anxiety and bursitis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bursitis, the number one cause of success fatigue. Finally, we have the wonderful man, an up-and-coming entrepreneur, someone who I think we'll see more of in the future. Please give it up for Danny Flores.
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, what's up, John, man? It's a pleasure to be here, man. It's been a long time. I'm a big fan of yours, and I'm just happy to be here, man.
Danny, I can see that someone was activating the sex principle from Napoleon Hill's classic book.
Yeah, man, I apologize about that. What can I do, right? What can I say, It kind of just happens sometimes.
It just happens sometimes, like your success overnight. Please tell us about your product.
Well, I sell these amazing shirts with pineapples on them. Pineapples. Come on. Who doesn't love a pineapple? Am I right? Pina coladas.
I don't.
Pineapples on your pancakes. You can put it anywhere. You can now put it on your back, on your chest. So it's the future.
Wow. Thank you, Danny. Tom, what do you think about tonight's lineup of mega awesome, amazing influencers? I feel like I'm at the genesis of the earth, and it's day 6.
I feel like after this we're all gonna need a day of rest, because mentally my mind is about to go places where it's never gone before, and I do tend to get a little bit of brain-related jet lag. If you pick up on my metaphor.
Okay, well, I have a solution for that, but maybe I'll share it at the end of the show. Well, everyone, we're about to go into the mega awesome battle. Team 1, Master Blaster, versus Team 2, Team Size, for ultimate internet marketing supremacy. And remember, go to internetmarketingsupremacy.com to see my picture and get a $1 refund and free ebook. Okay, everyone. So these two teams will battle out. You in the Twitch chat, I want you to tell me, which team do you like more throughout the night? I'm going to be asking some hard questions that will break the minds of this earth. So my first question is for Team 1, Master Blaster. So what do you do when you think you're having lots of success? You've experienced success, but sometimes success is the greatest trap, because that is when you will be set up for failure, is when you're comfortable. How do you keep yourself uncomfortable when you're being successful? When you're the most comfortable? So Juan Javier, I'm throwing it to you. What do you think?
Let me tell you a little story. One time I was protecting Kelly Clarkson in the mountains of Montana, and a white-tailed buck jumped off a hill and jumped right at her. I don't know who sent him, but jumped right at her. I got on the way, took all 10 points to the obliques, but my obliques are so thick and strong, it did not puncture the kidneys. And she told me in that moment, super successful Kelly Clarkson told me in that moment, this is life. You can be doing the best you can. Something's going to hit you. Just trust that you're and who you are will keep you resilient.
Wow. Juan Javier, that is why he is the security guard to the stars, everyone. The man survived an attack from a 10-point buck. What do you think, Tom?
You know, I've been somebody who's been stabbed by a number of implements in my life, Juan, and I feel like even with all my stabbing-related experience, the only points of a buck I could take maybe be a 5 or a 6 on a good day. So taking all 10, I mean, that's just hashtag goals right there.
Yeah, you look like you'd be stabbed. You look like it. I could tell.
Listen, when you run with the crowd I used to run with, I got stabbing is on the menu. Every single restaurant I go to.
Well, the 10-point buck. Well, let's see here. Trisha, how about you? How do you stay uncomfortable when you're being successful?
Well, when all the gentlemen donate in my live shows and they want to donate $300, I say, hey guys, just donate $200. I want to stay a little bit uncomfortable. By the way, everyone, my Venmo is at Trisha the Money, 3 money signs. And you know, if you want to donate $200, just donate $199, just to make me that little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, I like it. You know, just give a little less and you'll trick yourself into being uncomfortable. But in reality, it's kind of the same. Oh, okay.
It's not the same. It's not. Have you been to the 99-cent store? It's not the same.
You're right. Trisha, just out of curiosity, do you have an OnlyFans?
I have an OnlyFans.
Okay. Just curious. Trisha's one of my great friends. Just catching up, y'all. All right, so let's see here. Geronimo Clay, what about you? What do you think? You know, how do you stay uncomfortable when you're being successful? Because you need that uncomfort to keep you ambitious.
Yes, so I think about this all the time, and in fact, I think the way to not get so wrapped up in the beauty that is stability is to be unstable. And there are actual physical exercises that you can do. In addition, of course, let me just show you this quick exercise. You throw your legs up like this, and it actually helps to remind you that life is unstable on average. So don't focus on the greatness of life. Think instead about how unstable life inherently is. Life's going to continue to throw you curveballs. Now, the temptation is to want to live there, right? But you don't. You just got to keep the exercises going, And when you really start to hyperventilate, when you really start to stress out, that's when the breathing happens. That's when you just need to breathe through it. But in the meantime, you chop the legs and you keep it going. Instability is the way to go.
Thank you, Geronimo. Thank you so much. Wow. So I think what we need physical resilience, which equates to metaphorical resilience. We need to be flexible in how we get things, and we just need to be physically uncomfortable. Period. What do you think, Tom? What do you think about all that advice right now?
Well, I mean, so far I think that everybody was kind of on a roll, in Geronimo for sure. The person who I would have not anticipated going down that route, he demonstrates instability just by having his camera looking like it's at an angle all the time in his bedroom. So I think that's the most, that's living life. The way you put it up, you pick it up, you throw it down, just the way you sling it out of the bag. So those are all pretty impressive, but I am interested to see what Team Thick Thighs has to say to rebut.
Well, Team Thick Thighs, I guess it's only fair to ask you guys the same question. Now, you guys are some of my best super influencer, mega awesome friends. Now, everyone out there, all you entrepreneurs out there, I want you to warn you about the trap of success where you get comfortable and you think you're doing all right, but in reality, your next failure is around the corner because you weren't worried enough. So, to this team, my question remains the same. How do you remain uncomfortable when you're experiencing stress? How do you not lose the paranoia? Frank the valet, you're first. I'm sorry, Frank, I'm a valet.
I am a valet, yes. So I usually don't get pretty stressed, okay? When I'm parking cars, I'm in my zone, all right? I tend to actually have the opposite of stress. It's my bliss. But sometimes I do get stressed, okay? And that moment is when I hand the keys back. Okay? I want to keep them. You have any idea how many Corollas and Maseratis I've driven? How jealous that might make me feel that it's not my own Corolla or Maserati. Sometimes what I do to handle that stress, I just take it for a joyride. Period. Bing, bang, boom. Stress gone. I'm feeling good. That's it.
Wow, that was an amazing answer. And I think what the real answer is, don't hold on to success too long, even though you want to squeeze every last bit out of it. Wow, Frank, I'm a valet. That's why you're the world's number one valet. Potentially the universe's number one valet.
You know why I think Frank is the number one valet is because Frank puts a Corolla and a Maserati on the same level. No other valet I've ever met does that. You got to recognize that's the same value.
100%.
Let's be honest here. The 1998 Toyota Corolla is probably the best vehicle ever made. But that's for another time.
No, that is for this time. That is correct. Let's end this meeting right now. That is it.
You and I will go out for a joyride later. Now, Isha Ray Light, please tell me, how do you stay uncomfortable when you're having lots of success? How do you stay hungry?
Well, I do a lot of hot yoga and extended water fasts. And I make sure that I will just occasionally ingest just a drop of oil on my tongue during those fasts, usually a spicier one like eucalyptus or tea tree, to keep the zing and the zeal going.
Okay.
Did you explain about the zing and the zeal? I like those terms. What are those? What does that mean?
Yeah, well, those were actually coined by my guru, who I met at Casino Morongo. He bequeathed me with his medicine pouch. Zing and zeal come from when you over-ingest lemongrass. And that describes the feeling of what happens to your olfactories, as well as really any mucous membranes.
Well, everyone, mucous membranes, you learned about that here on the 69 Steps of Jon Lopez. Thank you so much for that, Asia.
John?
Yes.
Jon Lopez. I just want to give a shout out because I just got money from your viewers and I'm obliged to send a shot. So I'm going to take a picture of something, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Benny. Thanks, Benny.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Wow. That's a real power move right there. Influencing on another influencer's time and another influencer's dime. Danny might have to come back in with some hot takes in order to ensure the victory for Team Thick Thighs because Master Blaster just pulled right ahead.
Wow, that's called leverage, y'all. That is called leverage. All right, Danny, you're backed up in a corner. How do you stay hungry when your belly seems full, but you might be missing out your next meal?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, man. Because like sometimes, man, when I'm sitting in my room after I clean my room, I like to look at my four walls, look at my clothes all folded up, and I just sit there and I contemplate about how good life has been to me, and I'm just like, damn, dog, damn, Danny, you're a badass. So then sometimes I like to clear the house. I tell my roommates to step out. So I have a meeting in the living room and I say, Mom, Dad, do you guys please go outside for a little bit, And then they go, why? And I just want to be alone, I mean, they're like, but this is my house. I'm like, can you please leave? I clean my room, But then they don't get it sometimes, but it's all good, bro. But like sometimes, man, you just need some time for yourself, And that's how I do it. It just centers me and it brings me down, man. So that's what you got to do. You just got to be alone sometimes.
I like that. Sometimes solitude and reflection are the answer. Who am I going to give this first round to?
Ooh.
This is a tough one. Tom, Parrot, which side do you think I'm leaning to?
I mean, God, if I'm not going to speak too much on your behalf. I think Team Master Blaster does have a little bit of an edge. I think that that it's too that Trisha just really came in with a hot power move there. Like that's still reverberating deep within my soul. Like that's the kind of powerful attitude that we like to have on this time slot generally with sales, and now it's come to sabotage. So that's my 2 cents.
And I have proof.
But John, this is your 69 steps.
Everyone, that was really an amazing round. You were all amazing. You were all so amazing. You've proven why I've selected you to be part of my top 100. Side note, my top 100 and my top 100 elite influencers that I interact with almost every day. Now, I have to give this one point to Team Master Blaster. For round one. Round one goes to Team Master Blaster. Now, Team Thick Thighs, don't get discouraged. We've got 2 more rounds left. Okay. We got 2 more rounds left, so don't worry about it, all right? We're still plenty of time to do this. Now, okay, all right, everyone, let's take a deep breath, like our good friend Geronimo here. A deep breath. And now we're going to go on to our second round. Now, everyone, I think a question that we all have is, how do we balance work and life? Now, I recently divorced this year to marry my mistress, and I'm on wife number 4 right now, and I am very happy I've made the right choice. We had an e-wedding on eventhype.com, and it was amazing. You were all there. So I'm telling you, how do you work this balance of your career, your dreams, your goals, your ambition, and the people you love? What matters most? Your goals or your family? Or do you find a way to balance both? So, Team Master Blaster, I'm going to start with you. Juan Javier, what do you think? How do you find a work-family life balance?
Let me tell you a story about one time I was guarding Mina Kunis, right? At the Macy's Day Parade. A kid came out of the Sears with a brand new crossbow. His pa has bought him. The kid's holding the crossbow, accidentally goes off, goes straight at Mila Kunis. I stepping away, I take the arrow straight to the abs. Luckily, I worked out my abs hard enough. It got stuck in and protected my liver. Now, that's a little bit of how it works here. You work so hard that you protect the rest of your life. So you work hard at life to make sure your life is protected and worth living. So work, so it's worth it when you get home.
Wow, Juan Javier, you are a superhuman, and your abs seem to be the secret of so much of your power. If you have an ab method, I will gladly pay you $1,000 to study it. So if you don't have it yet, please, I'll help you work it out. Because wow, everyone, it seems that just working hard, being physically resilient equals to spiritual resilience. Wow. Thank you so much, Juan Javier. That was an amazing answer. Now, let's give it Trisha. Trisha, same question for you. How do you find a work-life family balance?
Yeah, well, everyone thinks doing an OnlyFans is easy. I need to set up a whole light setup, like thongs. Thongs sometimes get caught up in the cheeks. And yeah, it's hard, but I have my cutie pie. My cutie pie is my baby. He keeps me humble. And John, I know you are in your 4th wife, but if you're looking for a 5th, the cutie pie is looking for a daddy.
Oh wow! Well, hey, hey, Trisha. Thank you for that offer. That's very nice, honey. Nothing's going on. I'll text you later, Trisha. Yeah, nothing's happening here. Okay, thank you.
John, you feisty man.
I am just invoking the sex principle from the classic Napoleon Hill. I didn't make this turn up. He did.
We do have a question from our student board for Trisha. Does the dog also have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, he has an OnlyFans, of course.
All right. Well, the dog has an OnlyFans. All right, Geronimo Clay, please tell us, how do you balance work, life, and family?
John, thank you so much for the question. You know, it really begins with taking full inventory of your life. You see, life is inherently miserable. It's miserable. And really, the point of life is to not add to that. You don't want to add any more misery. You see, this is called unnecessary suffering, and that is the true definition of evil. You don't want to be evil towards yourself. Now, remember, you don't want to get too comfortable either, because life is unstable no matter how you put it. All right, John? So, when all else fails, remember to call me. I'm the go-to guy. I'm the guy to help you breathe through any issues. My rate is $100 an hour. If you want exclusive access to me, you'd have to wire me $200 in advance. But going back to your question, John, it's especially important that you take inventory of your relationships. All right? Understand who the people are that you're struggling with the most, okay? Otherwise, what's the point of even living? Okay?
I like your answer a lot.
John.
I like your answer a lot. Inventory of relationships. Misery loves company. Measure the company you're in. Inventorize the company. Wow. If you break it down to individual relationships, it all makes sense. Tom, what do you think about Master Blaster's round 2 response? What do you think?
You know, here's where we're running into an issue in my mind so far is that, you know, I think Juan's got some insight. You know, Trisha's got some insight. Jerome, they all got insight. They all got that influencer, you know, that point of view here. But it seems to me right now, Trish is the only one who's offered anything that's sort of new into the equation, and Geronimo and Juan just sort of offered up answers that are very similar to the ones they gave before. Geronimo in particular is disappointing me just because for a medical professional of whatever degree, no medical advice whatsoever. You know, give me at least some sort of a pill to take, or tell me, you know, what sort of apps I need to install on my phone to regulate my electrocardiogram and cycles or something.
Well, when you're a non-licensed professional, you use non-licensed methods.
But he didn't even talk about any methods. He just told you how much money. I mean, don't get me wrong, Geronimo, no shade. I like a man who says he's got a rate of $200 for private sessions. That's good, powerful move right there. But what are you sessioning on me, bud? It's a bit too late for this round, but who knows? Maybe Team Thick Thighs will shit the bed a little bit more.
All right, well, we'll see you at that one. Team Master Blaster, I like your answers, but, you know, we got some things there. But you know what? I love it. Abs is the secret to the universe. I may have a fifth wife in the future, and inventory relationships. I like that. All right, Team Thick Thighs. Now, I'm taking it back to you guys. Please tell me, what do you think? How do you find a work-life family balance? How do you find those things? Frank, I'm a valet. Let's begin with you.
Absolutely. I think you need to begin with me because I don't have a family. So, short answer for that. So how I can help you? I noticed you were talking about your cousin, John. You had a cousin who had cars or something? You had a cousin who had cars?
I do Ty Lopez. He's my cousin.
He's got a car. How many cars does he have?
Dozens.
Your cousin has dozens of cars. I will help you have quality time with your cousin, okay? He does never have to park the car again. You never have to park the car again. When you're driving through the Sears parking lot and you're like, I gotta go in and get some Christmas presents, and you're like, oh, bickering, oh, park faster. No, I don't want to park. Oh, park. I'm there. You just direct message me on Periscope, on Twitter, on anything, and I will be there for you, and I will park that car for you for $500. No problem.
Frank, I'm a valet. That's why you're an amazing human being. Side note, Frank, my valet, was parking my car during the birth of my first child. So he will do it. Frank, the valet, is amazing. Now to my really classic, old school, amazing, bestest of best friends. Aisha Ray Light, what do you think? Now, how do you balance work, life, and family?
The answer, John, is so simple, it will astound you. Our perfectly balanced citrus blend and my nanny, Christine.
Wow, your nanny, Christine, how does that work?
Oh, she's lovely, lovely girl. We found her through the agency, and she just is happy to work her little tail off. Such a professional. She's with the kids. Oh, more hours than I can count. I just couldn't do it without her constant help.
Sorry, Aisha, you mentioned a tail. Is your nanny also a dog?
No, that last one, we tried that and it didn't end so well.
Oh, I thought we were in sort of like a Peter Pan situation there.
Well, maybe we will. Who knows? All right. Well, I should thank you so much for sharing that, nanny. Wow, that is the most practical answer of the night. All right, for anything. Danny Floor, is that right, Danny? I know you're out there on the streets hustling, selling stuff out of your Honda Accord. Please tell me, how do you find a balance between work, life, and family?
I'll tell you what, man, it's quite easy. You know, the secret to my success and the balance is I never left home. I'm a 45-year-old man who still lives with his parents. Everything I own is in my mama's name. So, you know, that's how I do it, man. Mom and dad don't mind me having there, and I ain't going nowhere. I haven't had a girlfriend in 25 years. That's the secret.
Wow. Cutting expenses across the board, having your assets in other people's names. That's very intelligent. I think I have a winner in mind. What do you think, Parrot?
I think I also got a winner in mind. I mean, that's just, hitting right to the point. No punches pulled. Everybody on Team Thick Thighs really just has dialed it in, and they're really getting competitive, keeping up with Team Master Blaster here.
Yeah, I have to give it to Team Thick Thighs this time. So 1 point for Team Thick Thighs. That means we're tied 1-1. It's just Team Thick Thighs had legitimately practical answers.
And and Danny, by the way, I got all of my property in my mom's name too. So I feel you on that. It's just it's a great move. That's a real. I give you the MVP of that round, and that's a tough call given that we got such strong answers from the rest of your teammates on that round as well.
Yeah, this round was tough. Right, let's just check in one time. Let's do another breathe in. I've been learning this. I've been working with Geronimo for 2 hours a day this past month, and I can really feel the effects of it. I feel a lot better. Just take that breath. All right, everyone. So this is the do or die round. This is round number 3, and we're going to crown the ultimate winner of the 69 Steps of Jon Lopez Mega Awesome Edition Panel Edition. Okay, everyone, this last question is an important one. Now, at every point, every entrepreneur, every business person, every dreamer, every person who ever wanted to be more than what someone told them they were going to be, they're going to hit a wall. And it's going to be a massive, massive wall where they feel that they are not enough. That they were not born for this fight of life. So I must ask each and every one of you, beginning of Team 1 Master Blaster, how do you find the strength to keep going when you feel that you've hit a wall and that you are not worth your dream? What do you do? Team 1 Master Blaster, let's begin with you, Juan Javier.
Let me tell you about a story when I was guarding Michael Bay. Michael Bay asked me this exact same question, word for word. He hit that wall, and he was crying. He was sobbing, snot bubbles blowing out of his face. And I'm not there to help him with that. I'm here to guard his body. But in that moment, I knew I needed to. And I asked him, what would you give yourself? What does Michael Bay give Michael Bay? And he said, Michael Bay is explosions. He would give him more explosions. And if I hit that wall, I get myself more clients to guard. I get myself a bigger body so I can have more body to bodyguard. I get more bodies that I can bodyguard. Whatever you are, whatever you do, you double down, you triple down, you infinity down, you just down and down. And then some ninjas came in, threw some ninja stars, blocked my back. Delts are so big, protected my spine.
Wow, this man's delts are amazing. Wow, I am inspired. You know, I don't have any enemies because I vanquished all of them, but I'm gonna hire you for a day just to be around you.
Well, and I gotta get some delts the size of yours. I feel like just having that. I thought I knew everything about self-defense, but delt as body armor, that's next level right there.
Self-defense
I'm
is
impressed.
delt defense. Remember that. Self-defense is delt defense.
I'm gonna write that
Wow,
down.
you got to get that trademark. You know what? We're going to work on your book and your course because you have so much money just pouring out of you right now. All right, Trisha, what about you? And honey, if you're watching, there's nothing happening between Trisha and I. All right, Trisha. Okay. So how do you push back? How do you push against that wall? What do you do? How do you find that strength?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked this by my fans all the time. Like, there are women who feel they're too old. They're like, Trisha, this is what is in my vagina: dust and spiders. There's nothing but dust and spiders. And what do I do? And I'm like, honey, the spiders are going to stay there, okay? All you got to do is put some grease here or put some grease here. Use those other parts of the body. So yeah, when I hit that wall, I find another exit.
Wow, that is wow. When I hit that wall, I find that other exit. That is an amazing title for a book. Wow, strong answers so far. All right, Geronimo, your teammates have set you up for success here. Why don't you bring it home for Team 1 Master Blaster? How do you move past that wall? How do you find the strength to keep being successful?
You know, John, the truth is walls are inevitable. You will bump into these obstacles. You will have to face these awful, awful times. And the truth is, you're going to have to breathe through it. Listen, when I was 15, my teacher saw the manicness about me when I was freaking out, and I had hit a serious wall. There were some issues happening with some friends, and she said, you know, why don't you go write it down? Why don't you go take inventory of your life and everything that's happening? And I said, you know, Mrs. Dursum, I think I'm going to do that. And it was simple. It was really quite simple. I wrote it down. I started to take note of everything that I was struggling with. And then I realized that there was a pattern. You see, this is about paradigm. And it's about shifting your thinking process. You have to tap into your most creative juices, you see. And when in doubt, talk about it. You see, this is where I come in. Now, therapists, you don't need a therapist. They're overpriced, unlicensed, folks like myself. It's quite simple. Sometimes you just need to articulate that. Sometimes you just need to breathe through that problem and just say what you need to say. If you need to shout it out, just call me. I'd be happy to help you with that. Life is stressful. When in doubt, just remember the physical exercise I showed you earlier. And if that still doesn't work, remember to breathe through it. Remember that life is miserable. It's inherently miserable. There's no getting out of it. There just isn't. It's suffering. All right. You just have to breathe through it, work through it, write it down. And sometimes you've got to take some shots to the chest or the abs. Sometimes you got to clear the spider webs of your vagina, and those are very important, Trisha. I appreciate you bringing that up, and Juan Javier, that was beautiful. You know, sometimes it's about taking hits. You're gonna take those hits.
Yes, Geronimo. Thank you so much.
Through it.
Power through. Wow, so many this is a powerful group. I feel that the collective, as an astrological sign of this first team is a fire sign for sure. fire, letting a lot of Martian energy here. Okay,
Yeah, everybody's coming
Eric,
to
what do you think?
alignment. Everybody really has. I mean, this is really just what happens when I feel like you get into the right place at the right time with the right kind of people, and I'm impressed to see that, especially Geronimo coming through, finally coming into his full power. I think maybe I rattled him, and he breathed into it and he breathed through it, and by golly, I
Tom,
mean,
you did. You made me think through this. You made me get concrete, Tom, and I just am so grateful for you.
listen, I'm grateful for you because now I feel like the next time I get a little money coming my way, I'm gonna cash out and take some of that breath workshop. So
Well,
even if you don't wind up winning, you won in my heart.
well, it's not. Well, we still have Team 2.
Exactly.
Now, Team 1 gave an amazing answer. All right, Team 2, the bar has been set. Super awesome, mega extra high by this amazing group of Martian energy emitters. So, Team 2, I challenge you to give some life-changing breakthrough answers and bonus energy for using big words like paradigm, but not forced. So, Team 2, Team Thick Thighs, these thighs of strength. Tell me, how do you find the strength to continue when you've hit a wall and you feel like you're not enough? Do you say, yes, universe, I'm a loser? Or do you fight back? What do you do? Frank, I'm a valet. Let's begin with you.
Well, first of all, unfortunately, I don't know how to answer this question because I have never hit a wall. I haven't. I valeted a car in the middle of the 405. I don't hit walls. I've never scratched a tire. I've never scratched a cockroach. I have never, you're talking about alignment, Martian alignment. Frankie here has got perfect vehicular, is that a big word? Alignment.
Yes, it is.
That's
Wow. You are a person who is so literal that what you say has metaphorical value behind it, and you're oblivious to it, which makes you amazing. Wow, Frank, I'm a valet. Thank you so much. You've never hit a wall. You can't fail if you don't admit failure or if you've actually never failed.
Never.
Wow, I believe it. You are the world's best valet. Woo.
I am a valet, yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm saying you're the best. You're like the Rocky Balboa of valets.
Yes, I'm a valet.
Aisha Raylight, my classic best of best friends. How have you pushed back when you've hit a wall? What have you done? How did you find that strength?
Walls are hard, aren't they, John? Walls are hard. And sometimes they can seem impenetrable to us. And that's hard too. And so what I like to do to get through the walls, because you have to push past them, is I diffuse some frankincense oil and I get on the phone with Shatori, the lovely woman who balances my chakras. And no matter where I am, in the middle of a grocery store or at Target, she'll balance my chakras right there. And then I'm able to get through anything I need to get through.
Wow, I like that answer a lot. Keeping your chakras balanced, keeping your chakras in alignment. Wow, I'm seeing some themes here being a parallel. Wow, I like that. Reaching out for help. You know what? You are a big fan of delegating, huh, Aisha?
Oh, yes. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them and when to reach out and insist that somebody help you with your responsibilities.
Bonus energy for the Kenny Rogers lyrical reference. Okay. All right, Danny, bring it home. All right. I feel like it's pretty even right now. You can tilt this or you can lose it. It's all on you, Danny. What do you think? How do you find the strength to continue when you felt that life is no longer yours to keep?
You know what, John? It's crazy, man, because like I feel like that almost every couple weeks, every 6 months. I feel like that right now. So usually what I do is, I kind of feel like I'm not living anymore, and I feel like my heart's just gonna stop. So what I got to do is give myself a bit of maybe a jump start, maybe call it a jump start, So I go to my ex-girlfriend's house. She's married now with 3 kids. I knock on the door and I'll say, "Hey, is Trisha home?" And then, her husband comes out and he chases me down the block, about 3 or 4 blocks, and just gives me a power boost. I do that every couple 6 months or so just to kind of feel alive again,
Wow. You're a deeper person than I first imagined. Wow, that's
And I drive him there, and I drive him there, and I park the car so he can go
Yep.
finish his things, finish his
Oh.
business.
And then to come
Oh,
down
wow.
from my high, you know, Ashley gives me some of her oils, and we do this whole thing. It's an amazing experience, and I totally recommend it to all of you.
I'm feeling a lot of Mercury energy coming from Team Stu. A lot of Mercury energy with the Martian energy. Wow, it's amazing. I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling very divided. What do you think, Tom? What is your opinion about this last and final round? We may have to go to an ultimate penalty final death match. What do you think?
I totally support. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Something to say to Tom.
Go right ahead, Trisha. What you got?
So I just want to say, just sent money to my Cutie Pie's OnlyFans called BonlyFans. So thanks, Benny.
All right.
Wow.
Benny is a great fan.
Trisha, wow. Trisha is working 24/7, as all these people are. You know what? I'm sorry. That's going to be a tie. I'm going to have to give 1 point to each team right now. So it's tied up at 2-2. This is a first ever tie, but these people are both amazing. Both amazing. All right, Twitch chat. I'm going to throw it to you. I want each of you to nominate one person from each team to go into this mega awesome final penalty ultimate death match round. So who from Team Thick Thighs do you want to see face off against Team Master Blaster? Let's see what the chat has to say. Okay, let's see here.
Wow. I mean, I will say this, John. I am intrigued because I do feel like, as of right now, Team Thick Thighs does have the more stories that hit home with me personally. Particularly, I mean, in that round, Danny and Aisha both had stories that really hit home with me, and Frank just coming through in the clutch, with the car. Look at that. But Team Master Blaster did make me want to use their services more in that round, which is the goal of an influencer anyway. So it really is anyone's game. I'm excited to see this tie break.
I feel like I'm watching the 1996 Chicago Bulls face off against the 2018 Golden State Warriors. It's just two amazing teams here. Let's see if we have any updates from the Twitch chat. All right, I'll just pick the people then. Let's see here. Let's see here. Frank, I'm a valet. You are the fighter for Team Thick Thighs. And Trisha, you will be the contestant for Team Master Blaster. Okay, everyone? Now.
Breathe through it, Trisha.
All right. So
You got this, Frankie. Frankie boy.
Rally
Do it,
around.
Tom. I'll guard you no matter what.
Oh, someone to see Trisha versus Asia, but I'm sorry, it's too late. It's too late. Sorry about that. I already picked people. Sorry about it. But next time, well, this might not be maybe only the first of many. Who knows? But all right, everyone. Serious question. All right. All the questions tonight have been serious, and they've been super amazing, and the insights you have given have blown my mind away. And I'm so lucky to call each of you my top 100 influencer, elite networking, mega awesome friends. But time to get vulnerable, okay? How do you confront fear when you look at the mirror and all you see is the person that you hate the most because you didn't become who you wanted to be? All right, Trisha, this one's on you.
John, I can't even, I've never looked at the mirror and hated it myself. How could I? I have a luscious hair, B cup, breasts that pay my bills. If anything here pays my bills, I don't hate it. Why would I hate but pays my bills?
Wow, I like that answer. Okay, thank you, Frank. I'm a valet. What do you think?
I look in the 3 mirrors, okay? My left mirror, my center mirror, and my right mirror. Objects are closer than they seem, okay? In reality, and that object is me. I am close. I am always close to myself. And when I look in the center mirror to the back, I'm telling you, who do I see? I see my past. I see what's behind me. And that doesn't mean anything.
That.
I missed the valet. I just noticed that I gotta go out and park a car right now.
Wow. I feel like I just saw an Oscar-winning
I mean, oh, God.
Wow, Tom, what do you think? And I think we know what the answer is. What are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like it's got to be Frank all the way. I mean, Trisha had a solid answer, but you know, if there's anything I want out of my influencers at the end of the day, it's them to admit that they have faults. And post something about how they can give me a discount code at the same time when they talk about their flaws.
Wow.
I know Tom has spiders in his peen, so I hope he doesn't come to me.
I do. Look, hey, I'm gonna breathe it out. I'm still gonna solicit Geronimo's business, and probably Juan and Trisha. I'll solicit y'all's businesses. But like I said, Frank just came through for Team Thick Thighs in my mind.
Well, I am the ultimate judge, jury, and executioner. Now, Trisha, I will text you later, honey. I didn't say that. Ignore it. I'm sorry about that. Team Master Blaster, you guys are amazing, but I'm sorry. I have to give that half a point to Team Thick Thighs because Frank came in clutch with his transmission of that driving speech that came out of the trunk of his soul. That was amazing. Now you're all going to go away with some amazing parting gifts. Check your emails for 10 grand in Bitcoin. So before we all leave today, oh yes, I just became a self-made internet billionaire just today from the Bitcoin boom. Hope there isn't a Bitcoin bust, but a Bitcoin boom. So before we go, I want each of you to just say goodbye and where we can find your products or we can find you on social media. Let's start with Team Master Blaster. Juan?
Juan Javier at juanjavier.com/Juan Javier.
Thank you very much. I like that one. Thank you. Trisha?
So I just learned my mom's watching the channel right now, so I will give you my Finsta, which is at Gummy Bananas.
Okay, at Gummy Bananas. Okay, cool. Geronimo?
Yes, thank you, John, again for this time spent with you and our lovely panel here. Catch me at breathethroughit.com. My IG is Geronimo Clay Official. You can also catch me on Twitter. That's Geronimo C Official. And you might even be able to find me on Facebook. Just facebook.com/Geronimo Clay Official. Thank you very much, John. And Tom, I'll be expecting your call, buddy.
Awesome. All right, Team Thick Thighs. This is Frank. Where can we find you?
You can find me on IG at Frank I'm a Valet and Periscope at Frank. And you can get my services. I will park your car. I will park your boat. I will park you for $500 minimum.
Park you, huh? Okay. All right. Aisha Ray Light, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at aisharaylightoils.com or you can email me at herbalife.com/aisharay.
All right, Aisha Ray, thank you very much. And Danny, where can we find you?
You can find me on IG at Danny Flores 157. And like I mentioned earlier, we are at the St. Charles Church, little pop-up shop after the 7 a.m. Mass. And tomorrow we're going to be off of Central and 6, I believe, in front of the Winchell's Donuts. I got another little pop-up shop going up there. So we'll see you guys there.
Wow. All right, everyone. Tom, what about you? Where can we find this show? Where can we watch this show?
You can watch this at Power Selling 101 on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So check that out. And, of course, thank you so much, John. It's a pleasure to have you here as our Learning Annex guest this evening.
Thank you, everyone. And keep tuning in every week at Wednesday at 9 p.m. for a great selection of the San Antonio Learning Annex. There's going to be more classes, more seminars. Please donate to the PAC Theater. They were a big help tonight. You could have Venmo at PAC-Theater. They've been a great help. Whatever you can donate helps. You've been all amazing. I'm Jon Lopez, the one and only, and this has been the 69 Steps. Thank you and good night.